Hello and welcome to the second part in this series where we're learning how to play the pentatonic scales anywhere on the neck in any key. Now in the first video we went over the sort of thought process behind how we do this and how we can approach it on the instrument. So if you haven't seen that, do go and check that video out. But now we're going to give you an actual practical exercise that we can sit and practice on the guitar, and we can start putting this idea into a more musical setting. So let's take a closer look at what that exercise is going to be. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one area on the fretboard. So we're just going to go between frets 4 and fret 8. So that's us right in the middle of the neck. And we're going to play 7 different pentatonic scales in this one little area here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go round pentatonic scales in the circle of fifths. If you don't know what the circle of fifths is, that's alright, you don't actually need to know them. All you really need to know is that we're going to play B minor, E minor, A minor, D minor, G minor, C minor, and then finally F minor. And the only reason we're going to do this is simply because we can and I feel like it. So what we're going to do is each pentatonic scale, we're going to start on the root note for that scale. We're going to go up and down each one 4 times, then we'll take a little bit of a break, go into the next scale, go up and down that 4 times, and we're going to go around them all like that. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to start off with B minor. So where in this area on the fretboard can we find the note B? Well, I can find it at the 7th fret on the low E string. And we know that if we put our pinky on the root note on the low E string, we're in the perfect position to play position 5 of the pentatonic scale. So that's us starting and finishing on our root note on the note B. That would be one time through it. So after that we'd play through it a second time. And a third time. And a fourth time. Okay, after that, take a short break, then we go into the next one, which will be E minor. So where's the note E? Well, we can find that at the 7th fret on the A string, and we know that if we put either our pinky or third finger on the root note on the A string, we can play position 3. That'll be one time through it, starting and finishing on the root note. So you do that another 3 times, take a wee break, then we move on to the next key, which is A minor. So where's the note A? Well, there it is at the 5th fret on the low E string, and we know if we put our first finger on a root note on the low E string, we can play position 1. That'll be one time through it, so then we do that a second, third and fourth time, take a wee break, move on to the next key, which is D minor. So where's the note D in this area in the fretboard? Well, there it is there at the 5th fret on the low E, on the A string, sorry. And we know if we put our first finger on a root note on the A string, we can play position 4. So that's one time through it, starting and finishing on the root note. And you do that another 3 times. Take a little break, on to the next one, which is G minor. So where's the note G? Well, there it is at the 3rd fret on the D string. Put our first finger on that, and we know that if we put our first finger on a root note on the D string, we can play position 2. That's one time through it, starting and finishing on the root note. Do that 3 more times. On to the next key, which is C minor. So where's the note C? We can find that at the 8th fret on the low E string. We're going to put our pinky on that note as well. And like we've already said, if we put our pinky on a root note on the low E string, we can play position 5. Do that 4 times, and then on to the last key, which is F minor. So where's the note F? Well, there it is at the 8th fret on the A string. And again, if we put our pinky or third finger on a root note on the A string, well, we can play position 3. and then we would play that another 3 times, and that'll be the full exercise. So take some time, get comfortable with all those shapes, all those positions, what note we need to start on, and how to play through them all 4 times. And now we're going to move on, stick a metronome on, and we're going to play through it together. Alright, so let's have a go. Okay, so let's get ready with B minor. Ready, steady, and ready, steady, ready, play. Now E minor, and ready, steady, ready, play. A minor, and ready, steady, ready, play. D minor, and ready, steady, ready, play. G minor, and ready, steady, ready, play. C minor, and ready, steady, ready, play. Lastly, F minor, and ready, steady, ready, play. So in this video, we're only going to play through it once, we're only going to go through it at that one tempo, but what I want you to do yourself is keep playing that exercise and get better at it and more confident with it, and then gradually start bumping up the tempo. So increase the tempo of your metronome by 10 beats per minute. Keep practicing it again till you get good at it, bump it up another 10 beats per minute, and keep going like that. But you don't need to stick with just one position on the fretboard either. You can do the same thing in different places. You could go up to the 12th fret, for instance, and do the same thing. So you could start off with your B minor, and then go to E minor, and then go to A minor, then D minor. Forgot what I was playing there. And then G minor. Then C minor. And then finally F minor. So move this about all over the neck. Do it in every position that you can, and use different keys as well. It doesn't always need to be these keys. You can do other ones, but just try and cement this idea. Get it under your fingers, get it in your head as much as you can. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Share it amongst your friends. I appreciate all of the support. So until the next one, happy practicing.